Model Rocks 321 here. Just take a look at this. Hot off the press. Estes. Massive release. Massive rocket. It is the SOYUZ, as you can see right here. Let's go down to this. 1/48 scale SOYUZ, the Russian workhorse rocket that take astronauts to the space station. Matter of fact, US astronauts have taken rides to the space station using this SOYUZ capsule system. Fantastic release by Estes. Rocket flies on F motors, 500 feet on an F-15 and F-15-2 and an F-15-4. You can use either one of those motors on this rocket. This is a huge box. It's hanging off the table. I gotta get this thing built because we're gonna be flying this. All the detailing is there. We're gonna get inside this box and take a look at the parts. I just want to take my time on the outside. There you go. You got SOYUZ on the side of the box right there. Of course, what you will need a Pro Series 2 launch controller, launch pad, a 1/4-inch rod, starters, engine plugs, and recovery wadding. It is 41 inches tall, 6.4-inch diameter, and ripstop parachute. So I've got the nylon parachute. What do we have on this side? Okay, so we got a little detailing over here. So you get the detailed injection molded features, which is and then you get the core stage truss, one-piece printed ABS plastic resin. I mean, that's that part right there. So I'm gonna connect everything together for your staging on the real one. Then detailed blow molded parts. A lot of plastic parts being used on this one. Highly detailed nozzles with removable display nozzle. So if you get down here, you'll see there's some display nozzles that are inside. So we're going to take a look inside this box, guys. This is the SOYUZ. You are seeing it here first at Model Rocks 321. So let's go on and get inside this box. All right, so here we go. Sit this lid down. All right, guys, so we're inside the parts. So let's see what we got. So we'll start with this. Here we have a fin unit. Now, okay. These are one of those plastic ones. It feels pretty durable, feel pretty tough. I will say that it feels tough. I'm not going to open it just yet, but it feels pretty strong. But you know on landing how these things can be. So there's a fin unit, and I'm pretty sure there'll probably be extras of this being sold on the Estes site, because they do offer for other rockets that take these kind of plastic fins for flight. They do have these on their website. So that's the first part. So we're going to keep moving. We'll start with the body tube. So here's the main body tube. Look like a BT60 or BT55 on that. I wonder how long that is. I have a ruler nearby. Let me see. It's going to be an estimate on the length because I don't have I'm holding the camera. So we got, oh, this is an 18-inch. Okay, no, we got an 18-inch tube. It's about an 18-inch tube here. 18-inch tube, just to give you an idea. This is the inner tube that everything's going to attach to some kind of way. So I'm just taking a guess on that. So that's the body tube there. We have this little box. So let's take a look inside this little box. If I can get it open with one hand. Tube's going to go there. All right, so this little box. Oh, okay, this is what I thought. So this is that little resin piece, the interstage part that connects during staging. So yeah, this is a printed piece, and I guess they wanted to keep that separate so it don't get damaged. So I'm going to have to make sure I protect that piece at all costs. So I'll leave that in the box. So we have that piece there. A lot of plastic here, a lot of plastic. So old school wise, this is the only part. Everything that is, traditional is this tube so far. Everything else seems to be plastic. These are a lot of the plastic parts. This may be I'm gonna open the instructions just so we'll look at that. This may be the parts for the display. We'll see. I'm gonna have to see. I don't want to do too much guessing. All right, here we have this. I can see capsule retro rocket part there. So all this, this is upper section of the capsule area. How cool is that? Now we're gonna get with these booster motors. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those booster motors. Check that out. These things are huge, man. This is some big stuff in there. They're possibly 18, or they're closer to, how long are these? So these are about 17 inches long each. So it's 4 of those. We have this part here. So I'm guessing some tubes gonna have to get cut. Just have to wait to see the instructions how some of this stuff's gonna have to be cut possibly, unless this is, yeah. I'm not seeing how it's gonna work yet, but we will get to it. So this is the capsule section where the astronauts would be, I'm sure. But a lot of plastic parts here so far, and here's some more. These are little fins. I can see little fins that get attached. Yep, I can see where they'll go right there on those. Yeah, some tiny little fins. Because as you know, the real rockets, they use pretty much computers, that they're computer guided. So yeah, here's some of the detailed parts that'll go on the body. And here is another parts bag, centering rings, motor tube, and shock cord, Kevlar I see in there, build instructions. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at these instructions together, guys. Just wanted to show you the parts really quick. Tremendous release by Estes. The SOYUZ had no idea. I mean, I actually knew. I knew a while ago, but now you guys, we all know now. So let's get into this build instructions. I want to open this. Now I just want to take a look at some of the build and see what we got here. Oh, this is so cool. Let's do it. Be sure to visit EstesRockets.com and use discount code IN_321 at checkout. All right, so here we have a decal sheet. Got Brazil. There's Brazil US flag on there. Yeah, Estes stick decals. I get some more Russian stuff here. Can't read Russian, but very nice decal set. We'll go through all this and then we'll get to the instructions. Heavy duty motor tube, 29mm. Centering rings. Wood centering rings, heavy duty. Kevlar shock cord, traditional Kevlar. Elastic. Long piece. A screw, look like Phillips screw with a bolt. A couple parachutes, nylon here and a nylon there. So I'm guessing capsule will have its own section and main body will have its own section. So these are all the parts that are in the bag, which are warranty. So I'll leave these in here. Don't want anything getting lost. Very cool as can be. Estes knocking that out of the park with the SOYUZ, adding to the scale models. Decals, I'm going to put these, I'll put these in there, they should be fine, just facing out like that, motor tube like that. And let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Yeah, thick. Lots of parts. Okay, so here you have the SOYUZ rocket 1/48 scale. You will need a pencil, scissors, hobby knife, fine sandpaper, sanding box, ruler, a small drill or pen vise, masking tape, yellow glue, epoxy, plastic cement, CA glue, white primer, and then you got paint listed PG-14. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's the. They only show a few paints here. They showing, well, I guess that just symbolizes all the paint you'll need. They don't show all the colors, which I'm thinking is olive drab and white. And orange it looked like, because that one section on the rocket itself that's right here is not a decal, so that will be orange paint. You'll have to mask off and then you'll do that piece some kind of way, and some clear coat. Excuse me guys for yawning. So here we go. We have a lot of plastic parts. This rocket is a lot of plastic. The main thing, like I said, the only parts that are really traditional to outside of a bunch of plastic is the main body, centering rings, and the motor tube. Everything else is plastic other than, you know, stuff like the parachutes and shock cord and stuff, but all those detailed parts that are on the SOYUZ that make it up are plastic. So let's looking at the instructions, just gonna glance, just take a look at stuff. Okay, wait a minute, what we got here? Okay, so this is just the outer sheet because this is upside down. Okay, I see what we got. That's really weird. Okay, what we got going? All right, so that went like that. Okay, so something seems off. Is that correct? Yeah, step one, yeah, preparing the body. So that's all normal business, preparing the body for marking. You're actually drilling some holes, I see. You're doing your motor mount. You're gluing up the engine mount section. Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the stuff. Okay, so a lot of those plastic parts are getting added to the body for mounting those boosters, I see. Very cool stuff. And skill level build wise, they got it at an expert. I could see that. So this is some weird, so this goes here. What is going on with this instruction book? So I got 1, 2, 3, like 7, following this in order. What is going on? Prepare body 1 and just, okay, I see. Maybe they're dividing up because this just jumps to, it's like it jumps to flying instructions, which are over here and upside down. Whoa, that is, something is weird. Something is definitely weird. What is going on with this, guys? Something is definitely off. Something is definitely off because they got me flying instructions. It seemed like it would match up with this, which I do get, but then the pages aren't numbered. Yeah, that is really very weird. So if I'm following like this, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they just break them up in, okay, so that's that part. So they're not just following, okay, I see what they're doing. So then assembly the 1, 2, 3 for building the motor mount. All right. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of throw things off when you're looking and then you're seeing flight instructions on this page. But then you got more build stuff on this page. Yeah, it's very, very strange. Very strange layout. Very strange layout. Assembly, yep. Assembly center core continued. Yeah, very strange layout. You gotta really watch that. So you're using plastic cement, you're using CA glue, you're using epoxy on this part. Yeah. Look like a decent build, but wow, this build instruction is strange. How'd that get through? How did that get through? And then it's upside down, like showing, oh, maybe, that's installation, that's fine, but it just seemed odd to have, unless this goes in here, and then we're getting, there we go, maybe that's it, okay. Okay. This page intentionally blended, that's upside down. Very strange, okay, so these are your patterns. So these are your patterns you cut out and do your body tube marking guide. Okay, so I'll leave this out for now. But yeah, very strange. A lot of plastic parts, guys. But overall, a nice rocket. I wonder what the weight's going to be when it's all done and painted. It's a lot of plastic, but you're using the F motor is no nose clay, but they do have a center of gravity. Excuse me, center of gravity check. So CG is about 30 and a half inches from the nose. Okay, so once all loaded, yeah. Any painting instructions? I didn't see anything about painting. But then I'm getting just weird upside down, like what is going on? All right. But yeah, guys, so this is the SOYUZ. Just wanted to show you, just wanted to go through the instructions really quick. I'll be taking a look. Here's your painting guide right here. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, mask and paint. Yep, so here's your painting guide. But yeah, it should be a fun build. I have to get some new plastic cement. I think I need more of that. I do have some CA around, and I have epoxy around. I just gotta get some more plastic cement. So I'll pick up some of that, and I will be working on this, guys. So this is the SOYUZ. Hope you enjoyed this video, a brand new release by Estes. Drop a comment, let me know if this is something you're going to get. Or let me know if this is something you have ordered at this time. And I will follow up and show some progress on the build. And when it's time, it will be flown, hopefully this winter. Model Rock 321, and I am out.
Step beyond the ordinary with Above the Surface, a captivating collection of science fiction-inspired drawings by model rocketeer Keith of Model Rockets 321. This zine features striking illustrations that push the limits of imagination and creativity, paired with motivational quotes to inspire and fuel your drive. Whether you're chasing dreams or need some positive words, Above the Surface is here to elevate your journey. Get your copy today, while supplies last.